Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's head up to Detroit as we say hello to our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now with the play clock getting low, Jim Caldwell's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be first down, Detroit. Fresh set of downs here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Devin McCourty is one half of twins that can cover just about anyone in the league. A top-notch player who can play corner or safety.
This is screen to Abdullah. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a third down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's complete to the tight end Pettigrew. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 11 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Stafford on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Set.
Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught to Charles. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Set 21.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 82 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier.
Rush coming, and he He's taken down. Alan Branch. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Jones on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field heads the Patriots offense, and always so much talk about who's under center and throwing the ball for the Patriots. What about their ground game this year?
It almost doesn't seem to matter who's out there because it rotates almost weekly about who's going to be the featured guy or the lead guy. LeGarrette Blount 1 week. Can James White get into that mix? Brandon Bolden has had his moments. I know DJ Foster is a change-up guy who can play running back and slot receiver. And they might very well get Dion Lewis back before this season is over. He's on the IR, but he's eligible to return after Week 7.
Well, Mr. Davis, one thing's for sure. At the start of this regular season of the NFL, several fan bases are going to be watching that quarterback position closely. Obviously, you think of the Vikings, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Broncos. Should be some intriguing quarterback play.
I agree totally, and what a preseason it was. Robert Griffin III got named the starter in Cleveland fairly early in the process. Blaine Gabbert got the job late in San Francisco. How about Trevor Siemian beating out everyone, including Mark Sanchez, to become the starter in Denver to lead them in this season? Dak Prescott got it because Tony Romo got hurt, and he'll have to lead the Cowboys maybe even until midseason. And Sam Bradford, expected to be the starter in Philadelphia after the Teddy Bridgewater injury, he moves to Minnesota where he'll compete for that job with Sean Hill. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver. And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a carry for Blount. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Brady's going to sneak it. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll run it now out of the gun.